Guys, this is Nikki from Curiosity Quills Press, back for part 2 of A Day in the Life. So it's a little bit later than I anticipated, but I got a lot of requests asking for bookshelf shots and kind of running you through what I have right now and highly anticipated arcs and that kind of thing. So I'm going to give you a little bit of a walkthrough. I'm only going to show you this bookshelf because I'm doing a lot of shipping and receiving right now, and the rest of my bookshelves, let's just say, are in a little bit of disarray. So we're just going to stick to this one, and this is actually a combination of non-CQ and CQ novels. I think you probably saw Game of Thrones up there if you're a fan. It's pretty noticeable. And then The Hobbit. There's actually 2 copies of The Hobbit here and here because I'm a huge J.R.R. Tolkien fan. And that's only this bookshelf. There are at least 3 other Hobbit copies somewhere else in my house. So let me kind of walk you through some of the novels that we have. Unfortunately, I only have one highly anticipated advanced reader copy right now. I just don't have a lot of arcs right now. I'm not sure why. But the one I do have is fantastic, and it matches what I'm wearing today. The novel is Inconceivable by Tegan Wren, and this is sort of what you would expect a typical romance between a royal and a non-royal to be. You know, they meet, they find out, like Hattie is fantastic, by the way. She's kind of your every girl, and then she meets Prince, finds out he is a prince, and it's kind of this whole thing. And that's usually where these novels end. However, that's only part of the story. The rest of the novel is after the marriage, when they're trying to produce an heir, and they find out they can't conceive, which I'm sure you can imagine in a royal family not producing an heir is kind of a big deal, and it's pretty emotional. So this is a really, really great combination of kind of real world issues and something that Tegan herself went through. And so sort of that light romance, the really quippy remarks that you love between a couple that are kind of in their young phase in marriage and in love. So I highly recommend it. It's Tegan Wren's Inconceivable, and it comes out November 16th. I don't know if you guys have seen yet behind me here. I have a couple of different mugs. We do a lot of swag, and we like to change up our designs pretty often so that we're not kind of sending out the same stuff all the time, and if you get swag more than once, you're never getting the same stuff. One of our slogans, as you guys probably know, is Find Your Escape, which I adore, but our most recent, as seen by this tote, is Fiction You Can Feel. Oh, and Jack. Jack's not part of the swag. You don't get to have him. So Fiction You Can Feel kind of really speaks to CQ's model and our way of thinking. We really try and find those really unique novels that may kind of be similar to other things you've read, that pull your heartstrings just a little bit the different way, or that you really can kind of emote with and relate to. I can definitely attest to sobbing in my couch, in my kitchen, pretty much anywhere when I'm reading several of these novels behind me, laughing out loud, screaming no, hiding in certain situations. Cough, cough, Charming by Crystal Wade. So definitely Fiction You Can Feel is where we're headed with the company, and I'm really, really proud of that sort of direction. Oh geez, Jack found the boxes. There are always boxes around my house. Just part of my daily routine is organizing the boxes, organizing what I have to ship out for the company, if there's any events, planning swag, ordering swag, mailing swag, that sort of thing. A lot of shipping and receiving for me. And then I also have kind of neat little, I don't know if you can see it all, t-shirts. This is one from Find Your Escape. This is a really bad way of showing it, sorry. So we do t-shirt swag quite a bit as well. And then every once in a while, one of my lovely authors sends me swag of their own from their books. This is Jamie Eris bookmarks for 18 Thoughts, 18 Things, and 18 Truths. Not in that order. But they're gorgeous. So it's kind of cool. Every once in a while, if I have extra stuff lying around from authors or from stuff we've made, and I'm shipping out a book to someone, if they win a copy for whatever reason, I'll stick in some of our swag just for fun. But let me pull out a couple of other novels that we've released kind of recently. So the first one right off the bat here is Death Sniffer's Assistant. This has really, really been a huge hit, which I'm really excited about. It's a fantasy historical novel, but it's, unlike a lot of them, not a YA, which is great. There's definitely a ton of sass and a ton of snark, which, if you're like me at all, love. And so the main character is actually a male, which I really haven't seen too much of in this genre. I would love to see more of it. So if you are an author and you write male fiction with fantasy and historical, let me know. Hit us up at editor@curiosityquills.com. And the main character here is in the book, and then his sort of employer, I will say, is there as well. And this novel is by Kate McIntyre, and this is her first published at all. I'm trying to think. Yeah, it's her debut novel, and this is like a whomper. This is a really big book. Let's see how many pages there are here. Oh my gosh, so there's over 400 pages. So it took her quite a little time to finish that novel, and she's already whipping out more. So really excited to see more from Kate. We also have, ooh, yes, okay. This actually came out earlier in the year. The Mazorgi Riddle. Wow, whew, that's hard. You guys may have actually seen this featured on Humble Bundle recently as part of their music recommendations bundle. So this actually is inspired by Modest Mazorgi's I can't say that word, Modest Mazorgi's Pictures at the Exhibition, and this book is by Darren Kennedy. This is actually really special as well, and I think really relatable for both young people and adults because it covers the topic of autism. It's a suspense mystery novel, and it basically features a main character who is an autistic boy, but he witnesses a murder, and no one knows he's seen what happened. Everyone thinks it's an accident, but his brother's girlfriend dies, and he stops speaking. So after months and months of being concerned, his parents hire this sort of psychic kind of person to try and help him through this, and as she's looking through his mind and trying to figure out where exactly the problem is, she discovers way more than she thought, and they start tracking down the murder through his mind. So again, that's The Mazorgi Riddle by Darren Kennedy. Definitely check that one out as well. What else do we have here? I have so many. I want to show you all of them. We won't have time, though. Let's do one more, just because it's right here. The Rearranged Life by Annika Sharma. This is really great as well, and another from experience written novel, and it's sort of about that Indian American culture and how people who kind of are torn between the two deal with life, deal with expectations, deal with family, and kind of finding their own way in life. And it's also a new adult romance, so can't say no to that. And the cover, can we just talk about it? How cute is this cover? So we're really, really excited to see people fall in love with the characters. I know I did for sure. But those are kind of my main picks right now. I have way too many to go through all of them, even though I would love to sit and chat all day about all of our books. I will probably be sending out another clip or two in another hour or so, but I hope you guys check out some of these novels, and I'll see you soon.